It's not that bad.
It's
hotter than sitting in the stands, but it's not a super long race, but it is probably one of the more demanding ones, just because you're shifting and braking and turning different ways and doing things we don't typically do. So yeah, it should be nice and warm and slick, and it should be a fun race.
Do you prefer a tighter race car or a looser race car?
I want mine perfect. I've told you this before.
I mean, I would think with the the extreme temperature changes that we have here, from being down in the 50s up to the 90s, does that have a lot more effect on this racetrack than maybe some of the other ones?
You're not asking a good guy about this track. This place, you have to have a good corner balance. You have to be able to roll through the middle of the corners pretty fast, but you got to have decent traction. It's easy to burn our tires off here, get too aggressive with the throttle and spin the tires. So this is one of the few tracks left where you really do have to manage the tires, but yet restarts are still your best time to pass, and you see a lot of crazy stuff going on here on restarts. So once you get your position, then you really need to not only keep the brakes on it, but keep the rear tires on it as well.
You see a lot of races on television, and you really don't understand the elevation changes at a place like this after you go into one and you start heading up the hill. Do you just have an absolute blast with it, or is it just a bear some days?
Most days have been a bear for me here, but it is fun. It's a fun track to race at. It's definitely challenging and different than what we do, walking through that. And there's a lot of elevation changes and it's a lot faster, than this track. So it's fun, but honestly, especially after you've been doing it for a while, it's only fun when you're competitive. It's not fun just to drive around here and be last. You want to be driving around here and be faster than everybody else and being up there, battling for the win. So that's the fun part. The track's not very fun when you're not running good anywhere.
No, that's understandable. So let's take everybody through a little bit of history of Matt Kenseth. Where'd you get your start in racing?
I just started racing up in Wisconsin, some little local short tracks. First track I raced at was Columbus 151 Speedway, just outside of Madison.
Now, when did you realize that you wanted to be a race car driver full time? That's it.
First time I got paid to drive a race car.
You know what? I heard you say that. Just a little break right here. A couple weeks ago, rather, I was listening to NPR, just driving down the road, and there's this radio show. It's called Wait, Don't Tell Me. Love the show, and then all of a sudden, Matt Kenseth's on the show.
Then you didn't like the show anymore?
No, I used to love it. Was great. I thought it was great. But they talked to you about golf carts of all things, and I don't know. I just thought it was kind of interesting because you never know where you're going to pop up.
Yeah, it was a fun interview.
See, exactly. All right, that little segue. Let's get back to racing. Once you became professional, when did you realize, man, I'm good at this?
I still wonder most days, honestly. So I've never really felt like that, to be totally honest with you. I think that everybody has something different that works for them, I guess. For me, I've never been brewing over the top with confidence. I always work at it as hard as I can and try to be better and try to do better at the mistakes I made. I never feel like I've really ever had that perfect race, to be honest with you. So I think you always have to keep your nose down, keep working hard at it. It's a really humbling sport. It's very, very, very competitive, and you got to give it your all the time to try to be competitive.
Well, a lot of people, they love to come out here and they love to see the drivers, and this is one of the sports where access to the athletes is pretty common. You don't get that in football and things like that. And I know you love to come out here to see the race fans and to see a lot of your fans, people with Matt Kenseth on their shirt.
You.
You know what? You came to see me. I'm cool with that. I'll take that one. But is it kind of weird whenever you see your name or your face on the side of a truck or a billboard or somebody's shirt? Does that strike you as odd?
I mean, I've been out doing it for a while, so I've seen it for a while. At times, I guess it still does, or if I have an event back in my hometown or something, and all the fans show up and I'm the only one there, it's still kind of wonder why they come to see me. But I don't know that it really feels weird anymore. I've had my face on a truck for quite a few years, but I don't really like looking at myself. If that's what you're getting at.